Next one is the advantages of mechatronics. Mechatronic systems are easy to design processes and products. Now, why we say it is easy to design? Because we are doing the simultaneous design of the various subcomponents. So you are bringing in lot of effectiveness and lot of synergy between the different components. Next one is high levels of integration. So whatever the subcomponents are there, you are integrating it by using information processing systems, so that the entire elements can work as one single unit. So it is possible to integrate a few different actuators and sensors. You can integrate them. It is possible to integrate the entire manufacturing plant as one single unit. You just have to sit at some location and you give the information to it to say start producing. The entire manufacturing plant will operate without the need for any human intervention. It will operate. The components are going to come out of that particular plant. So integration of even machines, devices, different areas, it is possible by using the mechatronics, because information flow is happening. When information flow is happening, we say that the different machines or different elements are talking to one another, so they can function in a very effective and in a safe manner. Next one is use of artificial intelligence and intelligent process control. So artificial intelligence, if you are using it, the system can itself take its own decisions based on the program. It is also possible to make the system to learn newer things. So because of all these things, you can make the system to work independent of the human being. So you can make them more efficient. You are having certain process which is happening, and suddenly there is a deviation in the process. So conventional means is you have to stop the process from happening. The human being has to come. He has to correct the process. He may have to perform some changes. Then the process can continue. But if you are using this artificial intelligence, then it will only decide what exactly has to be done. And instantaneously, immediately after it detects some deviation, the corrections will be incorporated. Once again, you are having a process which is happening in a very smooth fashion. Then multi-sensory and programs environment. So we are using a lot of sensors to collect different kinds of information. So the system has lot of information with it. When it is having lot of information, it can take very effective decisions. So suddenly, if you are having a car and you are having a moisture sensor, then it will detect on the outside there is moisture, which means the temperature is going to drop or something. Then maybe slowly it will try to increase the temperature on the inside so that the human beings will be comfortable. So like that, it is possible to do some kind of prediction, and also it is possible to anticipate certain things that are going to happen, and the actions can be taken. Next one is high reliability and high safety. Since the mechatronic system will get lot of information, not only of the environment but also the system, it will know what exactly is happening. When it is knowing what exactly is happening, if there are any deviations, the decisions can be taken automatically to stop or to give some corrective action, so that there are no huge failures that can happen. Next one is improved and less expensive control. Now, whenever we say expensive or inexpensive, it is related to the kind of quality you are going to get. For a given quality, a mechatronic system will be less expensive as compared to the conventional system. You should not simply say that conventional lathe is available for only 1 lakh, whereas the CNC lathe is available for say 14 lakhs or 10 lakhs. The cost is, the difference is there, but for the given accuracy, if you want to manufacture 100 components with an accuracy of say plus or minus 0.01 millimeters on the diameter of the shaft, it may not be possible on a conventional lathe. You may have to spend a lot of time, because you have to remove material at a very less quantity. You have to measure, again you have to remove. So it is a very tedious task. But in case of the CNC machine, once you program and you load the workpiece, it will do the machining hundreds or thousands of components at almost the same accuracy level or at the same tolerance level. So that is why we say it is having improved and less expensive controls. And next one is rapid setting up and cost-effective operation of a manufacturing facility. Since the various elements are talking to one another, you can set up very quickly and you can start the operations. You need not wait for human beings to be trained for some critical task and they have to operate. All those requirements are eliminated because of the lot of sensors and actuators. Lot of human intervention is removed. You need not wait for any skilled operator. Once the system is set up and all the connections are made, you can straight away start the production. Next, optimizing performance and quality. Again, because you are having sensors and actuators, you are having lot of information. You can continuously measure the different parameters, and you can continuously optimize the system parameters for getting the very good performance. When you have very good performance, you can also aim for getting very good quality. So these are some of the advantages. Now, most of the advantages are mainly related to two things. One is sensors and actuators, how they are working simultaneously, and other one is the information processing. So without this information processing and the programs and the logic that you are incorporating, you are not going to get a lot of benefit out of a mechatronic system. So these are the advantages. So what are the limitations? Limitations is initial cost is very high. So even if you are using a quality as a comparison parameter, for to get a particular quality, definitely mechatronic systems are more effective and efficient, but the cost, initial cost will be very, very high. But during the life cycle, the number of components machined by the CNC machine will be giving lot of profits than a conventional machine for a very good quality. Next one is complicated design and system. So an advantages we will say that it is very easy to design and operate. A disadvantage is also it is the same thing. It is complicated design. It is a complicated design and a complicated system. Now why we call it as complicated? We call it as complicated because there are several elements in any given subsystem, and all of these things are talking to one another at the same time. So if some malfunction happens in one of the subsystem, then it has become very entire system will stop. The entire operations are going to stop unless you are making some kind of corrections. The next one is repair and maintenance is complex. So there are several subsystems in it and they are talking to one another. So a lot of wires and elements are there. So the error detection is very tedious. But nowadays it is also being improved to ensure that the maintenance and repair will become very simple. Next one is requires knowledge of different disciplines. Now previously the maintenance department was divided based on the engineering area. So you will be having a mechanical engineer, you are having electrical engineer, you are having electronics engineer, or you are having a networking engineer. So each of these people will work on their own areas. But if you are having a mechatronic systems, then purely mechanical person will not be able to do anything, nor purely information systems person will not be able to do anything. Because any system, if you are opening mechatronic systems, there is a combination and integration of different subsystems. So if you want to perform the repair, you should have knowledge of different areas of engineering, or we will say that you should have knowledge of mechatronic systems. So having such skilled person is, it was very difficult, but nowadays the difficulty is also being eliminated. So at a general level, we say that if you want to repair a mechatronic systems, it requires certain skill. If it was not available, it was a disadvantage, but nowadays the disadvantage is replaced by two things: by better human trained, skilled human beings availability. Other one is the mechatronic system itself will tell what exactly is the repair, and the human being has to go there and perform that small repair that is required. Next one is safety issues are complex. Now, since you are having lot of sensors and other devices which are present, when the number of these elements are going to increase, the chances of failure also going to increase. If one of the systems is going to fail, then the entire system will be actually like a blind one. It will not be having certain information. Now, when the information is not there, and if the system believes that everything is okay, then its operation may not be in a safe manner. For example, you are having a robotic arm which is doing certain welding and it is moving in a particular space. Now it will be having a sensor which will detect whether any human being is there or not. Now, for example, if the sensor has failed, then what can happen? The robot will believe that there is no human being and it will continue to move at a very rapid rate. If the human being is standing in the path of the robot, then the human being will be injured. Similar cases can happen for the workpieces also. If some sensors fails or some information is not coming correctly, there are going to be some safety related issues. Next, involve greater risk of component failure. Again, the same thing. Since you are having a lot of sensors and actuators, failure of one component will lead to catastrophic failure of the entire system. Next one is increased power requirements. Here you are having a lot of sensors and actuators, different types of sensors, different types of actuators. Each will be having its own power requirement. You may be having electronic components which are operating at 2 volts, which are operating at 6 volts. The actuators or motors may be requiring 24 volts. So different kinds of power requirements are there. So you should have different power systems which are going to supply the power at the required voltage and current rating. So again that will be a issue with the mechatronic system. So because of these different power levels, you have to convert the available power into these different levels of power. So generally the consumption of power will be at a higher rate. Also, since the sensors and actuators, sensors will consume lot of power. The information processing systems also consume power. Generally, we will say that a mechatronic system will be having higher power consumption, and also the power requirements are very diverse. So you should have a proper system which will supply the power requirements of that particular system. So these are the disadvantages of mechatronics.